Good day everyone, our lesson for today is all about ratio and proportions with problem solving. But before that, don't forget to subscribe and share this video to your classmates and friends and hit the notification bell for more updates. Also, you can find different subjects in this YouTube channel. Just select the playlist section, and finally, please do not skip the ads in this video. Thanks! And now let's proceed to our main topic for today, which is all about ratio and proportion. So, dito sa portion na ito, ang ituturo sa inyo is paano ba ituro sa mga bata ang ratio and proportions. Ratio, a comparison of two quantities using a quotient, fraction. Kapag sabing quotient or fraction, or kapag nakakita ka ng fraction, sometimes we call it a ratio of the two quantities. So the word 2 separates the numerator and the denominator quantities. Halimbawa, the ratio of 12 to 17 translate to 12 over 17 in fraction. Yung 12, siya yung magiging numerator, yung 17, siya naman yung magiging denominator. Unit ratio, a ratio with the denominator of 1. So, pag sabing unit ratio is, ito yung gagawin nating whole number, yung ating answer, or gagawin natin siyang number na walang denominator. It's either ito-turn natin siya into a decimal form or percentage form. Okay? So, that's a unit ratio. So, later on, you will understand it better kapag may mga example na tayo. Okay, let's start with number 1. A bin of at an or at a hardware store contains 120 washers and 85 bolts. Write the ratio of washers to bolts in simplest form. So, paano gawin yun? Ang condition is the ratio of washers to bolts. Okay? Which simplifies the ratio, a washer to bolt mean to say washer over bolts. The number of washers are 120 and the number of bolts is 85. So we will just write 120 over 85 and get the simplest form, which is 24 over 17. Now, ang gagawin natin is we will express the ratio as a unit ratio and interpret the answer. So, yung nakuha natin is 24 over 17. And then, i-divide natin yan, dalawang yan, ang makukuha natin is 1.41. So, ibig sabihin, there are, actually, representation lang to ng unit ratio. Pero, ang talagang answer natin is 1.41. So, meaning to say, 1.41 washers for every bolt. So, for kada isang bolt, mayroong 1.41 washers. Okay? Actually, this is just an expression. Pero in reality, wala namang 1.41 washers, no? Maybe 2 washers for every bolt. Ganon. If you know what I mean. Kasi we're talking about discrete variables. No? Okay. Now, the price of a 10.5 ounce can of a soup is 1.68. So, kapag daw yung 10.5 ounce ibinenta mo, ang cost nito is $1.68. So, write the unit ratio. So, we're talking about the unit ratio that expresses the price to weight. So, we have the ratio of price to weight, which can be expressed as price over weight, and the price is $1.68, and the weight is 10.5 ounce. So, we have this one. And then, get the unit ratio by dividing the two. So, the answer is 0.16 over 1. To interpret, that means that the soup costs $0.16 per ounce. One molecule of glucose contains 6 carbon atoms, 12 hydrogen atoms, and 6 oxygen atoms. What is the ratio of hydrogen atoms to the total number of atoms in the molecule? So, ano ba yung hydrogen atom dito? So, the 12 sa nakikita natin sa problem. Ngayon, ang total number of atoms in the molecule are 6, 12, and 6. The answer is 24. So, therefore, the ratio of the hydrogen atoms to the total atoms is hydrogen atoms over total atoms, which is equal to 12 over 24. And then divide the 2, you will get 1/2, or just simply 0.5 in the decimal form. Now, let's talk about proportion. A proportion is equivalent to two ratios, no? Set of two ratios. Yun ang proportion natin. So, halimbawa, this one, the ratio of 6 over 8 and the ratio is equal to the ratio of 3 over 4. To determine if it is true, ang gagawin natin is we will cross-multiply the two numbers. So we have 6 times 4, we have 24, and 8 times 3, we have 24. So cross products of proportions are always equal. Dapat lagi silang equal. So as you can see in the problem, 24 is equal to 24. Diba? Yung 4 times 6 at saka 3 times 8. Only works if there is an equal sign. So, kung hindi siya equal sign, hindi mo pwedeng gawin yung cross product. So, halimbawa, 6 over 8 times 3 over 4. It is not a cross product. So, kung aansaran mo yan, hindi mo siya pwedeng hindi mo pwedeng i-multiply si 6 at saka kay 4. Pwede mo siyang i-cancel like this one, pwedeng maging 3, ito pwedeng maging 2. If you know what I mean. Cancellation process. Pero dito, hindi natin sila pwedeng i-cross multiply because the middle part is multiplication symbol. So this is a big no-no. Now, let's have the proper or the procedure in solving proportions. Number 1, calculate the cross products. Number 2, set the cross products equal to each other. 3, solve the equation. Example, we have 3 times 8 and 5 times x. So we have 3 times 8 is 24 and 5 times x is 5x. So we're looking for the x. So we have 24 equals 5x. Now, to answer this or to find x, we will divide both sides by 5 para makancel natin yung 5. So we have 24 over 5 as our answer. But actually, this is not yet our final answer, right? Kung titignan kasi natin, hindi pa ito yung final answer natin for this problem, no? Dahil ang final answer natin talaga is yung mixed number. Kasi ang given natin ay improper fraction. So, para makuha natin tamang answer, ilang 5 meron sa 24? So, alam ko, 4 yon, di ba? 4 times 5 is 20 minus 24, the answer is 4, and then just copy the denominator, which is 5. So this is now the mixed number. I have a separate discussion about turning fraction into mixed number. So you can just look for that presentation in the playlist section of the Mathematics in Intermediate Grades. Now, let's proceed. Another example, we have 12x times 12x and then 20 times 18. So we have this one. The answer is 12x and 20 times 18 is 360. Okay, so just equate the two. So we have 12x equals 360. Divide both sides by 12. So what will be the value of x now if we will cancel this one? So that is x equals 30. Another, so as you can see now, the ratio are in fraction form. So to solve this, we have 2 over 5 over 4 and 1 half equals 7 and 2/3 over m. So still we will do cross multiplication. So we have 2 over 5 times m is 2 over 5m. And for this one, we have 4 and 1 half times 7 and 2/3. The best thing to do before you multiply the fractions or the mixed fraction is turn them into an improper fraction. So, gawin muna natin silang improper fractions. So, paano dun? We will just multiply. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1. That's 9 over 2. For this one, 3 times 7 is 21 plus 2. That's 23 over 3. So, this is our answer. And then, we can now multiply 9 times 23 and 2 times 3. Or just simply first cancel, get the lowest term first for the numbers. Parang magka-cancellation muna tayo para mas lumiit yung mga number. So, since ang 9, okay, ay pwedeng i-divide kay 3 at ang 3 pwedeng i-divide by itself, ika-cancel ko siya to make it 1 and this one to make it 3. Okay, para mas maliit yung pag-multiply natin. Yung 23 at saka yung 2 kung pwede din, ika-cancel natin. But unfortunately, hindi sila pwede. So, since yan na yung pinaka-last number na pwede natin magawa, pwede na tayo mag-multiply like 3 times 23 and 2 times 1. So, the answer is 69 over 2. Mas lumiit yung number natin. Now, let us equate the two numbers. So, we have 2 over 5m equals 69 over 2. Using multiplication property of equality, we will get the reciprocal of 2 over 5. And the answer is 5 over 2 times 5 over 2. So, both sides, lalagyan natin ng 5 over 2. So, in this portion, pwede na tayong mag-cancel, no? So, sa portion na to, pwede na natin i-cancel ito, i-cancel yan. So, the answer is 1m. Dito naman, 5 times 69 and 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So, we have 345 over 4, or in a simplest form, in a mixed number form, that is 86 and 1/4. Okay? Now, I will show you another way to do this, using my way to do this. So, ang equation natin kanina is 2 over 5m equals 69 over 2, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Ang gagawin ko is, pwede naman tayo mag-cross multiply dyan kasi naman may equation naman na equals. So, ang gagawin, 2 times 2 is equal to 4m equals 5 times 69 is equal to 345. Then divide both sides by 4. So, yung makukuha mo, same lang naman siya na makukuha natin dito. And then divide and get the mixed fraction. So, we have 86 and 1/4. Same lang naman. Okay, another problem. We have x plus 5 over 6 equals 7 over 3. Cross multiply, that is 3 quantity x plus 5. And then here we have 42. So equate the two equations na nakuha natin. So we have this one, and then we will use a distributive property by distributing 3 to x and 3 to 5. That is 3 times x is 3x and 3 times 5 is 15. And then, ililipat ko, we will transpose this by using addition property of equality. Pwedeng negative 15 and then negative 15, or just simply transpose to the left, make it negative 15. Okay, so the answer is 27 because 42 minus 15 is 27. Then, divide both sides by 3, and you will get 9 as the value of x. Nakuha ba? Okay, now let's have a problem solving. Gary notices that his water bill was $24.80 for 600 cubic feet of water. At that rate, what would the charges be for 940 cubic feet of water? So, pag ganito, ang gagawin lang natin is i-arrange lang natin sila. So, pwedeng mauna yung dollars, no? Dollars to, dollars to the charges or charges to dollars, no? So, dito, dollars to cubic feet. Okay. So, yung cubic feet natin na given kanina is 600 and the dollars is 24.80. Sa isa naman, cubic feet na given is 940 pero ang hinahanap natin is yung dollars. So we have 24.80 over 600 equals x over 940. Kung napapansin nyo, yung cubic feet, yung dalawa nasa baba, yung dollars sa taas. Ang hinahanap dito sa problem ay yung charge, mean to say yung dollars. So again, we will cross multiply. The answer is 23,312, and for the 600 times x is 600x. Equate the two. So we have this one. Divide both sides by 600. And you will have $38.85. So, i-divide mo lang. Okay, therefore, ang 940 cubic feet of water is equivalent to $38.85. Another problem. Chevrolet estimates that its 2012 Tahoe, I don't know if it is correct, will travel 520 miles on one tank of gas. If the tank of the Tahoe holds 26 gallons, how far can a driver expect to travel on 20 gallons? Ayan. So, yung 520 miles daw, ay nakaka-hold ng 26 or nangangailangan ng 26 gallons, no? How about 20 gallons daw? Igaano kalayo ang madadrive mo? So, miles over gallons tayo. So, that's 520 over 26. So, therefore, ang hinahanap dito yung miles. So, x yung miles, yung gallon, 20. So, we have x over 20. Again, we will cross multiply the two. So, we have this one. And then, equate, divide by 26, you will get 400 miles. So, therefore, yung 20 gallons you can drive it in a 400 miles. Yung 26 gallons is 520 miles. So that's all about for the ratio and proportions with problem solvings. I hope you learned something for this discussion, and thank you very much for your listening.